Good morning. It went from, Cooper and Sadie, come here, now. It went from being warm to cool, and I just want to tell y'all good morning. I just want to tell y'all if I sent you a message, or if I've been texting you, calling you, whatever, go read your messages. Just go read your messages. God's been doing wonderful work in my life, and I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. God spoke to me in my heart last night, and He's been speaking to me in my heart, and I've been listening. Because let me tell you something, I used not to listen to nobody or anything. It was my way. And a friend just called me and told me, Backseat Becky. So this message today is not about Becky, because Becky's going to take a back seat. This is about Jesus, and I'm telling you right now, Jesus is real. He's been speaking to my heart. He's been telling me things, and He's been blessing my family. Yesterday, I prayed for a church, and I went yesterday, and the message that the man told me, I was like, do what? Because the day before, I had been reading in the Bible, and my husband come home, and I said, and he's very smart, very knowledgeable. He's one of the smartest men I ever met. And so I said, I don't understand this about the circumcised and the uncircumcised, and explain that to me. Well, my husband that's not saved started telling me, he knows that Bible. Let me tell you something now. He knows the history in it. He knows the politics in it. He knows that Bible. And he started telling me, and I sat there like a little puppy looking at him, and I was like, I fell in love with him all over again. Are y'all hear what I'm talking about? I love my husband. And anyway, I wasn't preaching to him. I wasn't telling him what he needed to do. I was just listening to him. Listening. And he was telling me all about the Bible, about what I was talking about. And he said, you know what? He said, I told you I'd go to church, and I'll go to church. And I wanted to go to two places. And I ain't been wanting to go to no church. It's like, I gave my life to Jesus, but, you know, what I'm doing, I know what's best. Becky knows everything. So I didn't want to go to church. And I had been going to a church where the pastor is awesome. He's awesome, guys. And I went to other churches, and they were awesome. But I didn't want to listen because I was still not where I needed to be. But I started listening. But anyway, I got up yesterday morning, and church started at 9 o'clock, and my hair was a wreck, y'all. I'm talking about a wreck. I was a wreck everywhere. But I got up at 6 o'clock, and Jesus said, before I didn't even go to church with coffee. People, I love coffee, but I don't love it more than Jesus now. So I went to church. My husband went to church. My daughter went to church. My grandson went to church. And the people there, they moved me. Because and there's a family there. There's two families there that I knew. I'd been invited 2 times, and I turned them down, but I decided to go. And the music was awesome, and when that preacher started preaching, he even helped me know more about the circumcising, because the circumcising of your heart, I didn't understand about circumcising. I just thought that was something that they clipped away when you was a baby. That's all I knew. I didn't know that it was relevant to the Bible, because y'all, I was brought up not in church. I mean, I went to this church, that church. Cooper, you better come here, because I got some important things I'm saying, and y'all better stay in that backyard. But I wasn't brought up in church. I mean, I went, I didn't go. I had wonderful friends that I go with them and their family. Thank you, Taryn and Janice. But, and I still don't know the Bible like I needed to know the Bible. But I have a message to tell you right now. Jesus has been working in my life. Because when we left there, when we left church, and I received that message, and that preacher was awesome. I don't even know his name, but I already love him. Then we went to visit my mama in the nursing home, and it's very difficult, but we did it. And God's been working on me in my life because I love my mama more now than I've ever loved her. Ooh, I love her. And I was a difficult child. The strong-willed child, I could have wrote that book. And then we left from there, and we come home, and I said, Jeffrey, I've been listening to this preacher, and he said we could have went to church that night too. But my daughter didn't feel good. Y'all pray for her. Pray for her that she feels better, because my house is a mess, because I've been so on fire for Jesus that if y'all come to my house, I'd meet you. I'd hear the tires coming, and I'd meet you there, and you wouldn't be allowed to come into my house, not unless it was an emergency. But I'm going to get my house clean, but right now, I got to do this for Jesus, and Jesus was more important than my messy house. But I was telling Jeffrey about this pastor that I've been listening to. His name is, he's from the Elevation Church. His name's Stephen, and I'm not good at pronouncing. Y'all know I got my own little lingo, and I'm not good, but I think it's Furtick, Furtick. And Brother Stephen, if I said your last name wrong, well then send me a voice message and tell me how to say your name, and then I'll get it right. Because I keep on striving to get it right. And then you know what? Brother David has been, not David, see, I got your name wrong then. Brother Stephen's been working, trying to raise money to help people in the hospitals, help people that can't help themselves. So, I'm telling y'all, go listen to him. He's awesome. 30 minutes, what he's got to say is wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and it is, you get it. I get his word. But y'all listen to him, and if God leads you to help that church, donate to help that cause. Because he's for real. Because I asked my unsaved husband, I said, I said, I don't want you to listen to it for preaching. Because he goes, Becky, I done be in the church with you. Cooper and Sadie, y'all better not be out of the backyard. Okay, y'all in the backyard. I'm not playing today. And so, Jeffrey listened to him. And let me tell you something. Jeffrey goes, I like him. He said he's good. And I said, he explains things that I can understand it. Because I think I need to go get this checked out, and I've been afraid to tell anybody. I think I'm dyslexic. I think that's why I can't pronounce the words. I think I suffer from that, and I'm going to go get it seen about, because I'm smart, and I know things. It's just I can't verbalize it, and I get so mad at myself. So, that's another thing. But I'm telling you right now, we listened to that. I had sent off for some videotapes that wouldn't work in my car, and it's probably the CD. I didn't realize that the CD player's probably not working, but I gave them to Jeffrey, and I said, Jeffrey, take them with you, listen to them. I said, you know how you love history. I said, you probably will learn a lot. But he's going to learn more than the history. But I'm telling you right now, I've been like a crazy person. And if I've been reaching out to you, and if I've sent you messages, if I've been calling you, or you think I'm stalking you, I am stalking you, but not for no other reason except I've been trying to tell you something that Jesus told me to tell you. Listen. Go listen. Go look at your text message. I've been leaving you text messages. I've been leaving people text messages. Inbox them because Jesus told me all that stuff. And I can't explain it because I don't know why, but he let me know last night that he's working through me, a sinner like me, a person like me, that when I went and seen that movie, I can only imagine, I wept like a baby. I did the ugly cry. My best friend looked over at me and she said, "Are you doing the ugly cry?" And I said, "Yes." I couldn't hold the tears back because bits and pieces of that was my life. My life. And I've been ashamed to tell anybody. And I'm telling you, my family needs prayer. Your family needs prayer. Your children need prayer. Your finances need a blessing. Don't ever think you can't do something because you can do it. I was a shopaholic. I laid it down at the cross, and I'll do no more. If my family needs something, we'll get it. But I don't care about the material things of this world any longer. I care about God's glory and what he's going to do for my life and for your life. Last night, something weird happened. I thought, I have a problem with anxiety and depression. So I've had a lot of anxiety lately with listening to Jesus, because I'm thinking, okay, you're telling me all this stuff, and I've been having these visions and dreams, and I thought, I might need to up the medication. I really might need to up the medication. But I didn't need to up the medication. And Jesus has been telling me, back off that medication. And I started to listen to him and follow him. And you know what? He told me last night, he said, trust in me, go to sleep. That's what he spoke to my heart. I went to sleep. I woke up. I'm talking about, I thought I'd slept all night long. I got up, and it was 11:30. I come out, and I thought, Jesus, this is nighttime. I should be sleeping. You know I get grouchy if I don't get some sleep. And you know what? He said, get up. I got something I want you to do. And I listened to him. Cooper, you gonna fall in that pool and get away. Y'all stop running. Calm down. I got to finish this up. I ain't got time. What did I tell you last night? I told them last night in the bathroom, I said, I don't want you to leave that yard. I want you to stay in that backyard and play, because I've got to do some work for Jesus. And you know what? You think I'm crazy, but the dogs didn't leave the yard. My daughter found me this morning. I looked like I was high as a kite. I think both eyes was crossed, and I bet she thought, what kind of medication is my mama on? Honey, I wasn't on no medication. I was on Jesus. Jesus spoke to me and told me that my daughter's going to do great things too. My daughter's going to be happy. Because you know what? I'm a leader to Jesus. And you know what? Once I get her to Jesus, I'm not going to worry about her no more, because Jesus has got her. So if you've got children that you're worried about, Give what is ever going on in your life, give it to Jesus. Give it to Jesus. And Jesus will bless you and your children. He'll reunite your. If you've got things going on with your spouses, give it to Jesus. He'll bless you more than you ever dreamed you could be blessed. But 11 o'clock, and it's cold out here today. And I went outside to let the dogs out. And I didn't do no video, but the winds, I mean, it was like something that you see in the Bible. The winds was like, and I'm like, okay, Jesus, I'm here. I said, I'm listening. Do your will, Jesus. Do what you want me to do. Do it. I'm listening. And Jesus took me back over there to that iPad, and he told me, if I typed you something, I don't know what I typed you, because that wasn't me, that was Jesus. And you know what? Everything's planned out, because that little thing that's like the corrector, the grammar, and I went to put my glasses on, and Jesus said, you don't need them glasses. I was typing away. And you know what? And then the autocorrect, I had my finger, I don't know what I was typing, but I typed what Jesus told me, and I was hitting the autocorrect, and I was like, wow, Jesus is moving. And you know what? If I went to go say something that I shouldn't say to somebody else, I'd sit there and the words wouldn't come. So I knew that was Jesus. And each time I go to type somebody, I'd hear the wind outside, and I'm like, oh, he's fixing to come in here and part my house. Jesus fixing to part my house. Like he did the sea. But I just kept typing. And then Jordan got up, and when she looked at me, I told her, I said, Jesus has got you. Jesus has got you. And he's going to bless you. If you want to go to school to be an RN, you're going to do it. But if Jesus has got something else for you, you can do it, Jordan. So I'm here to tell you, no matter what you're struggling with, and I've said enough. Right now, Jesus said, like my friend Eve called me this morning, she said, Backseat Becky. Well, you know what? This is Backseat Becky. This ain't Becky. This is Jesus. I love every one of you. I love so deeply. I love my friends. I love my family. And I'll say, you know what? I'll say, I love you. You do know that I love you. You do know that I love you. And you would think I was a crazy person, but I do love so deeply. And I know what Jesus wants me to do. And I'm doing it. I'm listening. Y'all have a great day. If y'all need me in any way, shape, or form, inbox me. And you might get a message back, but don't be surprised. And if I don't answer you the way you want me to answer you, then you haven't given up what you need to give up for Jesus. And you're not ready. You're not ready to hear his word. You're not ready to understand what he can do. And when I say he can move mountains, he can move mountains. He can bounce this earth around like a basketball. Do y'all hear what I'm talking about? So, I'm asking you today, if there's something in your life that you're battling with, just like my weight, I battled with it, and I gave something up to Jesus. I gave it up for 30 days. Something I would only give to Jesus up. Y'all better not be. Come here. These dogs. There they are. See there? Jesus keeps running in the backyard. But I gave up sweets. And let me tell you something. If there's anybody that knows me, I love sweets. I love them. But that's another thing. I don't need to go into detail. But I gave it up. And I'm wanting to walk now. I'm wanting to go to church now. I don't want to walk. I want to run. I want to run to Jesus because I love him with all my heart, mind, and soul. I love him more than any of you. But I love y'all, and I'm praying for you. And I'm praying for your families. God bless y'all. And thank you for listening to my babbling. And throughout the years, thank y'all for loving me, because I sure didn't love myself, but I love Becky now. Y'all have a good day. But thank Jesus for everything you got. Don't thank Jesus for what you don't have. Thank Jesus for what you do have. And if there's things out there that you want Jesus to bless you for, then how do you expect a blessing when you're not ready to give your hearts to Jesus? How do you expect a blessing or a miracle? We got to get it right. Get it right, people. Get it right. I'm going to close this right now and tell y'all, I don't know what I said, but it was Jesus' words right now. I love y'all. Bye.